This is definitely a battle, not a training exercise as I had hoped. It's safe to say that one of these armies is from Hibernia, and their opponents are most likely from Nordelaine. Nordelaine? Like, don't you know it's not safe to walk around, Lord Alden? Especially when my daddy ordered me to find you and kill you. What should we do, Bastion? We interfere, we're choosing a side in the conflict between Nordelaine and Hibernia. But if we save Alden's life, he'll be dead to join with us in our battle against Faulkner. While that isn't the most heroic of reasons, Bastion, you're probably quite right. Besides, a little activity on the field of battle should help me to warm up. And I'm sure you'd like me to get warmed up, wouldn't you? Haha. I think Andrew's attitude is starting to rub off on Reyna. If we're going to do this, Bastion, we better do it quickly. Alden's in a very poor situation. You will retreat from here at once. Huh? Like, who are you? We've come to help you, Lord Alden. Bastion, it's me. What? Malia? What in the names of the gods are you doing inside Alden's ATAC? And what are you doing inside that ATAC, Bastion? Is it Ultra Gunner? No, this is the Tic Tac. Can you believe Puck built it for me? What? But the reason I'm inside this ATAC is because I was bringing it to Araba Castle for you. Like, hello, maybe you two can catch up on your gossip later on? And whoever is inside Alden's ATAC, what were you thinking? My daddy and Alden are at war. I was shocked when you surrounded me so quickly. I tried to tell you that you had the wrong person. Oh yeah, sure you did. Not. I don't care who you are, because I'm still going to destroy that ATAC. He strikes me as a person with a lot of anger management issues. That's no surprise, seeing how she's the daughter of Duke Logan. Now he has anger to spare. Claire has a lot of pride, and she's not going to back down. We'll have to fight her to rescue Malia. I just hope that Malia knows how to use the weapons in Alden's ATAC. So are you going to try and stop me, or are you going to be smart and flee? I totally suggest the latter. Alright. So, we talked about Tic Tac being severely overpowered, right? And becoming even more so later on. Well, Malia? She is drastically overpowered. Inside the Altar Grave, unlike when she was in Amphicia back in the Kingdom route, she is a freaking beast in this one. She's already level 19. Look at these stats. Just effectively, how many more stat points does she need? All she needs to get Blizzard Break is base 12, defense 12, power 10, agility 10, weapon 10. So where is she in that? She is literally almost there. If we give her one more stat point to Dex, she gets Blizzard Break. And she's level 19. She's stronger than Bastion right now. She also has parry, which makes her effectively immune to getting attacked from the front. And she has snow motion. Not useful. Not a useful dormant skill, because you don't get into a lot of snow maps, but still, like, she's a beast already. So, if you ask yourself, is she a damsel in distress? Heck no. We are the damsels in distress. So let's just make it so that Malia can't get any kills, because unfortunately, she is AI controlled. So, yeah, we need to make sure she doesn't kill anything. She is severely overpowered, and we do not want to lose experience. Okay, let's keep moving forward. The second thing we want to make sure happens is Barlow and Bastion attack Claire, especially Barlow. And I think even Andrew has a special dialogue. Oof, that's such a huge hit. Poor soldier. So let's move forward with Reyna. We're going to come from two sides. As you can see, we're coming from around the bush. Just a little bit. And with this, we can actually probably attack with Barlow. Not to the point where he can get kills, but unless we need to protect, get a kill because a soldier's going to die. But yeah, we just want to make sure that Andrew and Reyna get the kills. Claire should be taken down by ideally Bastion and Reyna, but it might not be an option. We have Xion coming though. He's level 17, so he definitely is a lot stronger. Now the problem, there's a problem though. Actually, there's no problem. None of them will actually escape, so we're pretty good. So let's move ahead with Andrew. Can we take down Norlane Soldier 2 in one go? And when does Malia come next? Andrew's gonna get 2 attacks. So we're gonna go behind this Northern Lane Soldier, reduce Wind Strike, and we're gonna wipe it out. There we go. Excellent. Let's end our turn. Andrew's gonna get a second turn, so we might just use Turbulence on Claire. He can be wiped out by Melia right away, so we have to be careful for that happening. That's a huge bunch of damage. Thank goodness we dodged it. Okay, Fireball isn't super dangerous, so we might actually be able to dodge this one. I don't think we can though, but let's do counterattack. Yeah, definitely couldn't. She still needs rapid motion, so let's give her 3, and this will give her rapid motion. So she now is able to move an extra movement space. Let's block Nord Lane 1 with Bastion. There we go. Now hopefully Melia doesn't go on a rampage too much, or we lose a lot of experience. Okay, so I would say tackle, just to prevent us from getting hit. Now let's go ahead and give Searing Flame to Barlow, so that he can, well, do a lot more damage, right? Looks like she's probably going to attack Andrew. Yep. Oof, big damage. Watch this. No particular reason, I just want to. Nice. That Andrew dodging is really cool. Okay, we need to move him out of the way. Actually, no, let's keep him where he is. That way we protect this North Lane Soldier. Okay, Bastion can go ahead and attack. Let's use Strong Thrust. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Strong Slash. No, he's too strong still. Okay, I guess just a normal slash. There we go, give a bit of experience. Let's give Andrew this because he can nearly be one-shotted, right? Okay, let's stop here. Alright, Barlow can attack North Lane 3 from behind. He should not be strong enough to wipe it out. Yeah, there we go. He does get a lot of experience for it. Okay, Andrew, Wind Strike. There we go. Alright, now he just needs to move forward, and we'll actually move him beside Bastion. Okay, Xion is over there. He's level 17, so for Xion, we need Bastion to wipe him out. Oh, he 13% evasion, and he still got hit. Freaking very strong. Alright, so we have to make sure Xion doesn't get killed by Melia. There we go. Alright, so we definitely need Bastion to make these kills. So he's definitely going to need Chivalry so he can attack, so he can actually do more damage from the front, which gets you more experience in the end. So we're going to increase his defense by 3, and we have Chivalry now. Double check that. There it is. Now let's go ahead and end here. We're going to have Reyna attack again. He's level 16. Maybe not. No, let's leave this guy for Barlow. Barlow might die. Probably. Maybe. I would say, I was about to say 100% chance he's going to die, but probably not 100% chance. Okay, who's Melia going to attack? He's attacking Claire. Okay, big problem. If her sights are set on Claire, then the only good thing about that is that the North Lane soldiers are probably going to end up attacking Melia because of how close she is, and they might freeze her. So that might be a good thing. Okay, increase defense by 2 and base by 1. Increases survivability. Should have nothing else there. He got Roaring Wind now. Alright, Bastion can attack from the side. Go ahead and do this. Use our skill on Andrew. Make sure he can't get hit. But as we know, sub 20% evasion does not mean he's going to dodge. Okay, that's the risk. If I hit him with a Wind Strike, he's probably going to get killed by Melia later on. So let's double check. Reyna comes next, then Melia. So Melia is attacking next. So So instead, we're going to move Andrew in front of Claire and do a wind strike on her. Alright, so he's 14 plus 6. He has 20 dexterity right now. In order to get somersault, he's going to need 20 dexterity and 20 agility. Oh right, he can get, he already has somersault. He just needs to change to a jade in order to unlock his unique attack. So he's actually good right now. So let's go ahead and increase his base. We increase this by 1. We've now got stealth motion. As for agility, 16, so he's got stealth motion now. Okay, so we just need to increase his base by 2 more stat points, and we've got ourselves second attack. And here. Go ahead and dodge that. Good. Glad to see that actually worked. We should be able to dodge this. Yep, good. We should be able to counter this. Let's do it. Nice. Now, countering hits the opponent for 120% damage, so it's really useful. The only problem is, let's say you have reflect attack and you deflect the attack. That will actually prevent you from making the counter attack. That does damage, preventing you from getting experience. So if you have reflect attack, just don't bother with it. Okay, so we could use melting flare. We move down here, right? I believe melting flare is 40 AP, yep. We move here, we can attack Xion, weaken his defense, but is Malia coming next? Okay, so Malia is still coming next. Let's not do that. Instead, let's end our turn right here. And we'll try and dodge this. No, it's not dodging. We should be able to dodge this. Very lucky. Malia really wants to take down Claire. That's very unlucky. Alright, let's go strong thrust. Not helping. Let's attack Norlane 6. We want to make sure Reyna doesn't get killed. And we're going to increase her agility. Increase her chance of survival. Let's end our turn. Barlow can go ahead. I was going to say from behind. But can he attack from here and do enough damage? No, he can't. So we're going to attack from behind. Get rid of... I was going to say get rid of Norlane 3, but that's not an option. So let's just end our turn here. Alright, let's not attack Claire. He's going to get frozen, as you can see. Instead, let's go in front of Xion. Do Wind Strike. End our turn. Reyna can go ahead and use Strong Slash. There we go. Alright, we're going to go behind Xion now. We're going to look at Xion though, because he's the stronger enemy, instead of looking at Norlane 5. Let's end our turn here. Xion is stuck. Go Strong Thrust. There we go. Skill on Reyna. Actually, let's do it on Andrew, because Claire's focusing her attacks on him right now. Okay, so Xion's going to be down in the next attack. Now, if we're unlucky, we're going to see Malia use Ice Shards and take down Xion. Possibly. Possibly. Probably not, but possibly. Alright, excellent. She's really focusing on Claire. Claire's supposed to run away. No, she's not. Okay, so we're going to move forward with Reyna. Let's see if we can take down Claire in one go. Alright, so 56% chance. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully it connects. Nice, there we go. Claire's gone. I can't believe I lost these weirdos. When did I start to suck? I'm not going to forget this. And next time, I'm bringing my daddy along. Oh god, the next time we see them, it's the most ridiculous scene you'll ever see. So ridiculous. Alright, so we can attack this Norlane from the front. Get the experience for it. There we go. 375 experience. Very, very nice. Wind Strike on Xion would kill him. Let's attack Norlane 4. Or, yeah, Norlane 4 instead. Now use her skill on Actually, we don't need to. Okay, oh no, we should have moved him first. Shoot. Okay, we're getting less experience, but at least we got the Shion kill. Alright, 340 experience. That's actually really good. Now, we are working towards, I was going to say Tidal Wave. That requires 20 dexterity. We currently have 16. But we also want to make sure we have the dormant skills for it too. So, how about we do this? We're not going to go for Mass Menace. It's great, but also not that great. Let's increase base by 2 more, or by 3, and this will give us a few more dormant skills. So we've learned Mental Vision. That increases our counterattack rate. So yeah, it's actually really useful. If we level up 2 more times, or we get a Dex Ring, we'll be able to... Actually, if we give him a Dex Ring right now, he's going to be able to have Tidal Wave after he levels up 1 more time, and we give 3 stat points to power. So we might do that. Second attack is going to come next, which we actually should be able to get as soon as we give him the Dex Ring. So we'll do that. Okay, let's go ahead and move Bastion here. We'll reduce the amount of AP Melia is going to have. Make an attack, I mean. Okay, and Melia is going to probably attack from the back. That's her strategy right now. And good, she did not wipe it out. Okay, so it turns. Reyna, she can have this kill. Let's move over to the other side. And end our turn. Norlane 5. Hopefully. Oh man. Okay, she managed to survive. That's good. Okay, Reyna, don't worry too much about it. The battle's almost over, so there's really no worry at this point of her dying. And let's move here so she doesn't end up getting killed. Wind Strike. We're almost at the point where we got second attack for both Bastion and Andrew, so they're going to be extremely overpowered very soon. Actually, let's use Turbulence. Yeah, I can use a long thrust from this point. I got a little bit of extra damage. Aaliyah's coming next. Okay, well, that was a mistake on my part. Oh, look at that. She managed to not kill it. Alright, let's go. Okay. Only range 2 attack she has is Melting Flare, which actually would work, but she's gonna get so little experience because the damage output of this attack is extremely low. That may well be the angriest person I've ever encountered in my life. What was fueling her rage? Bastion, I know we should return to Araba and report what's happened, but we're almost at the lake, man. He's right, Bastion. We can see the lake and repair ATACs before we return to Avalon. And here we are. I have so many questions to ask you, Melia, but first, you have to explain how you ended up in Hibernia. Well, after Faulkner released me, I was so upset with myself that I ran blindly away from the battle. There were so many tears in my eyes that the world in front of me was a blur of brown and gray. I never saw the cliff, Bastion. I only felt myself fall through the air and smash into the ground. Were you injured? Most definitely, but I was found by Lord Alden and Melior as they were returning to Hibernia. They tended to my injuries, and I asked them for asylum because I was too distraught to face you. They agreed and brought me here to recuperate. That was extremely kind of Alden. The man saved your life. And now for the question we all want to ask you. Melia, how did you end up in Alden's ATAC? Well, Reyna, that's a long story. Hehehe. Melia, you didn't steal his ATAC, did you? No, Bastion, I won it from him, fair and square. You won this ATAC from Alden? Now I'm even more confused. Because it was my fault that the Ultragunner was stolen, I wanted to find a substitute for you. And I realized that Alden's ATAC was a perfect choice. The Altargrave is one of the excavated ATACs. After I recuperated from my injuries, I asked Alden what it would take for him to let me borrow his ATAC. He laughed at first, but eventually realized that I was serious, and so made me an offer. Alden said that if I could defeat him at chess, I could use the Altargrave for a period of 1 week. Chess? You've never played that game in your life, Melia. That's true, but he explained the rules very patiently to me, and it didn't take me long to catch on. So what you're saying is, I beat him in our second game. It should have been the first game, but I forgot how to move the horsies. You mean the knights? Please don't be offended by this question, Malia, but is Lord Alden really that awful at chess? Not at all, buddy. He's considered the best player on the continent by many. The gods know I've watched Dion lose to Alden more than a few times. You're serious? About as serious as I am physically capable of. He's undefeated at chess. At least, he was. So what you're telling me is that Malia is a chess master. Did you have any idea of Alden's skill level, Malia? Not really, Bastion, although he did seem a little surprised when I won. I always told you Malia was smart, Bastion. Now do you believe me? I don't know if I'd say that, Puck. After all, it was only a game. You don't understand, Malia. Alden has been playing chess since he was a child, and yet you defeated him. In any case, once I won the use of the ATAC, I left the castle and headed for Avalon to find you, Bastion. Yes, I've been wondering about that. How did you learn to drive an ATAC? Not that I'm jealous. Not at all. Merely curious. Well, I had to learn how to control the ATAC to bring it to you, Bastion. Alden and Melior taught me. Who are you? Do you know how long it took me to move an ATAC without smashing into every tree within a mile's radius? Oh, Bastion, you were just a child when Camor started teaching you. Of course it took you a while. I appreciate your words, Malia, but I'm not drawing comfort from them. I don't mean to be rude, but someone is about to crash our little party. He's right, there's an ATAC headed straight for us. Does anyone recognize it? From the color and the sound of the hoverdrets, it's Sylphide, the ATAC of the Imperial Princess. How did she find us, and what does she want?